a article that came out from Andrew Baggerly, who writes for The Athletic, and he covers the San Francisco Giants. And he was writing a piece about what the Giants need to do this offseason. So it says here the Giants want a dugout leader who is personable, well respected, and in Zaidi's description, Farhan Zaidi, the GM or the president of baseball operations, I forget what title they have for him, but in his words, an effective recruiter when it comes to free agents. And then Andrew Baggerly here lists some possibilities that he's throwing out there as the next manager of the San Francisco Giants. And he says it could be a first-time manager like Stephen Vogt, who transitioned from popular major league catcher to become the Seattle Mariners quality control and bullpen coach this past season, or Mark DeRosa, the opening day left fielder on the Giants' 2010 World Series championship team, who managed Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. Obviously, we know that he does stuff for MLB Network. He is a big part of MLB Central. When I had MLB Network, I watched that every morning. Great stuff there with Lauren Chahadi and Robert Flores, and some other insiders that they bring on there. I think he's a really smart baseball guy. I got to talk to him for like a minute at the winter meetings. I think D-Row, if he wants to manage in the big leagues, I think he will get that opportunity at some point. Don't know if it's going to be this offseason, but Baggerly lists him as a possible fit and then says it could be a seasoned and successful manager like Bob Melvin, whose situation in San Diego isn't as settled as one press release would make it appear. And the press release that he's referring to, I believe, is Peter Seidler talking about how he trusts the current leadership that's in place, and AJ Preller going on that Zoom conference and saying that Bob Melvin is our manager. He is the Padres manager. And Bob Melvin also spoke to a couple people in the media, Kevin Acee, Bernie Wilson of AP, that same week that AJ Preller did that press conference or that Zoom conference. And I'm reading from Bernie Wilson's AP piece here. Bob Melvin confirmed that he will be back as manager of the Padres, adding that he's looking forward to having a much better year than we had this year. Obviously, we had a really tough year and nobody feels good about that. We'd certainly like to have a year more like the year before in 2022, then in 23, and continue to appreciate the support that I get from our owner, Peter Seidler, as well as our major league staff. We'll be looking forward to getting back to spring training and getting at it. So, from those words, yes, it seems like Bob Melvin is back. And at this point in time, I think that Bob Melvin will be back, but it's not 100%. And I say it's not 100% because the Giants have not hired a manager yet. The Mets have not hired a manager yet. I don't think the Angels are a possibility. I don't think the Guardians are a possibility or teams like that. I don't really think the Mets are a possibility, really. I think it's between the Padres and the Giants. But we know that Bob Melvin has Giants connections. He played for them. He grew up rooting for them. He went to Cal. Like, there's connections there. I did read stuff about how the Giants or ownership group likes Bob Melvin. So, from the Bay Area, I think that is a fit there. If you can connect dots. There's some spots around Major League Baseball with Bob Melvin. It's like, I don't see how you can connect the dots. You can connect the dots here with the San Francisco Giants. So until the Giants hire a manager, I am not saying I don't fully believe 100% that Bob Melvin is coming back. I think Bob Melvin's coming back, but I cannot say 100% that Bob Melvin is coming back. What would also make me more confident that Bob Melvin actually is going to be coming back is if Preller and Melvin sat together in the same room and did a press conference, or if Bob Melvin spoke to the media. It doesn't even have to be Preller and Melvin together, side by side. It could be just Melvin talking to the media in a video press conference and answering any questions, allowing anyone in the media to come ask questions, and Melvin answer those questions about the relationship, the manager, GM, like everything. He's going to be back. How excited is he to be back? Has he been contacted by the Giants? Would he be interested in a Giant job if they were to extend and extend their interest to the Padres and ask for approval from the Padres for Melvin to go manage, or for Melvin to go interview, I should say, for the San Francisco Giants job. If Melvin, I don't think he would like answer every question, but for him to sit up there in front of the media and answer questions and say, "Yes, I am the manager of the Padres in 2024." I know he already said it to the AP and to Kevin Acee, so he's probably like, "Why do I have to go talk about it again?" But at the end of last year, Melvin and Preller they were up there at the same time, the same spot, same location at Petco Park, giving their thoughts on the season. Now, it was much different circumstances, obviously. There wasn't a big report out from The Athletic about their relationship. They were coming off of the NLCS. It's not like they were coming off of a very disappointing season where they missed the postseason. I get it. It was different circumstances, but it still happened last year. The same two people got up there and sat together. That didn't happen this year. AJ Preller called a video conference from his office, didn't do it in person, just did it video conference without Bob Melvin there, and Bob Melvin hasn't done one yet. I don't know if he's going to. I would assume he's not going to, or else he would have already done it because there have been off days in the Major League Baseball calendar. And AJ Preller didn't even do his video conference on an off day. There were playoff games. I want to say the playoffs were just starting. Maybe it was the second day, but they of the wild card series. They were just starting, and he was doing his video conference. So Bob Melvin can do it if he wants to, and that would make me more comfortable. That would make me more relaxed about this situation. Like, okay, Bob Melvin, he is staying for 2024. Again, I think he is staying, but when an article comes out from Andrew Baggerly listing Bob Melvin, it could be a seasoned and successful manager like Bob Melvin. San Diego's situation isn't as settled as one press release would make it appear. The door is cracked open. It's not a 0% possibility, 0% chance that Bob Melvin goes to the Giants and isn't managing the Padres come opening day in Korea in 2024.